Hey, ladies, it's Peter here. Have you ever woken up feeling like you're just blah and you wish you had more energy? Yep, I've actually experienced that myself. In fact, I've had a lot of crises when it's come to actually finding more energy and just simply getting through the day. And so I totally get it, that what happens is we just don't want to get out of bed. We want to pull the covers up over our head, we want to stay there, and yet life is calling us. We know we've got things to do, and so we drag ourselves out of bed and we get on with it. So here's the thing about energy though, and feeling that little bit lackluster and blah, is that almost 65% of us wake up feeling like we have no energy. And 40% of us actually have that afternoon slump where we've got no energy. And that's when we go for those special treats and the likes. And so what we want to do is we want to find a way to actually, generate that little bit more energy in our body so that we're not feeling that little bit blah. You understand, right? Yeah. You want to feel like that too? Yeah. Okay, so as a woman in my 60s, I totally get it. And I remember when I was in my 40s and I couldn't get my eyes open of an afternoon. I really needed to lay down and have a nana nap. And I'm thinking to myself, this is just ridiculous. This is out of character for me. What is going on? But I knew that my body was telling me that something wasn't right and that I needed to listen to my body. So what I started to do was become a little bit more aware of what was going on. So the time of day, for example, was one of the things that I started to track. So when am I starting to feel like this? And then I started to go, well, what foods are giving me energy? What foods are actually draining me? Are there things that are going on in my head? So are my thoughts actually, reconfirming and leaving me feeling that way as well too? So, am I telling myself, oh, I'm feeling terrible? And then I am just feeling more terrible because I'm telling myself I'm feeling terrible. And so what I started to do is once I became more aware, I then started to make some, just some small changes along the way. And the great thing is that some of these changes, or all of these changes that I'm talking about, they're all backed by science and they really do work and they don't take up a lot of time. So I'm just going to quickly share 5 of these with you today. And so the first thing was just drinking water, because what happens is if we are feeling that little bit dehydrated, it not only impacts us physically, but it impacts us mentally as well too. And so we're not as productive, and so it can really have a massive impact. And so what I want you to do is, just grab out your water bottle right now and take a big gulp of water, because it could just be the thing that you need to generate a little bit more energy in your body. The next thing is to get moving. Now, this one's a little bit counterintuitive, because the last thing that you really will feel like doing is to start moving when you are feeling like you have no energy. And so what I want you to do is to break this down. It doesn't have to be something massive. It could be 1 minute as an example. You could go, well, okay, what I'm going to do is 1 minute of sit to stands, or 1 minute I'm going to walk around the outside of the house. So it's whatever you know that you can cope with right now. And what you find is once you start moving more, it actually creates more energy for you. And as I said, all of these things are backed by science. Now, the thing is that I found is, for me personally, when I start to do more, when I start to move more, I really then start to have this huge energy boost, and then I'm actually doing more than what I expected to do. So some days it just starts with that little 1 minute, 5 minute move around. It can actually change your whole physiology and really, really give you the energy boost that you're looking for. Right. The next thing is get some sunshine into you. Okay, so get outside, get some fresh air. So one of the things that happens is when you get out in the sunshine, when you get in the fresh air, it actually helps you sleep a little bit better. And when you sleep a little bit better, then it means that you are going to have more energy in the morning as well too. But the little bit of sunshine in your face, or on your body, just gives you that lift that you need. Now, I've just come in from being outside in the sunshine and just walking around down to my mailbox and back again because I needed that energy boost because I've been sitting all morning. And so I'm feeling a lot more lively now. The next thing is to slow down, because slowing down is going to power you up. So that slowing down might simply be to sit in silence for a few minutes. It could be to meditate. It could be to do some yoga. It could be to do some stretching, or it could simply be to do some breathing work. I personally like breathing work. I find that, there's so many different types of breathing techniques that you can do that actually have different impacts on your body. That's one thing that really, really works for me. So, and as I said, all of these things that I'm sharing with you today, it's about taking away, okay, what's that one thing that I'm going to do that I know that will feel right for me, okay? And so it is about you. It's your life, okay? So you get to choose. Okay, so then the final thing is, pick some energy boosting food. So just paying attention to those things that leave you drained, or those things that give you that quick boost and then leave you drained in the next 20 minutes to half an hour. So you want to eat real food, avoid that processed food as much as you possibly can. Those things are going to have a massive impact. And there are different foods, because we're all different foods that are going to impact you differently to how they impact me as well too. So it is a matter of finding what is right for you. Okay, and so by just doing some quick things like what I'm sharing with you today, they can really have a massive impact on how you're feeling, the energy levels that you have, and it really is just taking these small actions and putting them into your daily life, your routine, and you're just creating that level of consistency with them that are going to have a big impact on you. So I've been talking about energy and, just giving yourself that little bit of boost. So one of the things that I've got starting next Monday is my 5-day energy challenge. And so if you like some of the tips that I've given you today, I'm going to be exploring some of those things in a lot more detail during the course of next week, so Monday the 29th of August. But what I'm also going to be doing is giving you a great guide that I've put together so that you've got that, so you can take it away, you can use it at any time. We're going to be having daily emails going out that are going to keep you motivated and on track. I'm also going to give you access to my group, so that what's going to happen there is I'm going to be live each day talking you through some of these various tips and activities that you can do in order to keep yourself more energized. Look, it doesn't matter who we are. We all have those slumps in life. And so just finding that little bit of energy is certainly going to change your life around, so that what it means for you is that you're able to lead your life your way. And when you actually get into those blah moments, that you can find those things that you can go, okay, I just need to do this. This is going to give me that boost that I need, and I'm going to be able to get on and do the things that I want to do. So take care, have a super day. I'm going to put the link up so that what you can do is click on that link and come and join me in the 5-day energy challenge. We're going to have heaps of fun together. So let's get going next week so that we are ready for spring. We're going to face spring full of energy and supercharged and ready to, live the healthiest, fittest life that we can do. So take care, have a super day, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.